Really excited to have you here today. This is going to be fantastic. We're bringing together emergency managers, first responders, people in the community, people with disabilities, our tribal communities, our frontier communities, communities that are often underrepresented. And we're bringing them all here in one place to talk about how can we plan and prepare better as a community together in emergencies and disasters.
Today we've gathered to talk about preparing for emergencies and preparing to serve our disability and functional needs communities. This is important because this community often doesn't have the same access to resources on a normal day, never mind at an emergency. So I really hope that after today, people leave ready to have those conversations with those new connections and go home and talk to their friends and their families and their neighbors about being prepared.
And then it's really important to train the staff. It's critical because I've heard so many stories of people who with disabilities, especially mobility disabilities, who go to a shelter and the people there have no idea what to do. They don't have a plan in place for a person who's a wheelchair user, and that's not good. In a disaster, of course, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of trauma happening, and it's really critical that your staff is trained to address these issues.
The history of exclusion and civil rights need to be pointed out so that people in the field of emergency preparedness will have a background information how people with disabilities are helped by the very fact that individuals with disabilities need those protection from discrimination, because historically people with disabilities have been marginalized or oppressed or discriminated. The Federal Rehabilitation Act of 1973 is an important act which has helped increase opportunities for people with disabilities with federal support and services.
We appreciate the seminar today. It's very helpful, a lot of information, even the little things from just packing a bag for yourself. Sometimes you don't even think of yourself, but like with this, everybody communicating is very helpful. And I look forward to coming to more events.
I think this is really important for everybody. And if we learned anything from COVID and the recent fires and flooding in New Mexico, this is important to stress being prepared and connecting different facets that can help people together.
So coming together for a summit like this is so important to network, get in touch, and then just take the lessons learned and work together the rest of the year. So getting that face-to-face contact and time and getting us on the same page is so important to the emergency management space.
For far too long, we've planned for people instead of planning with them. And when we do that, when we plan for people instead of with people, things never go the way we pictured in our minds. You, each and every single one of you, because of your roles, because of the work you do, because of the part you play, will be literally the right person at the right time when disasters strike.
We want to thank you for being here and starting to engage in conversations that will have tremendous power in our communities. This is something that affects all of us. It affects our families. And if we don't know that it does, it does.
So you're really here being part of something that's very new. And what we're trying to do is improve services, delivery of best practices in emergencies and disasters, and using it from the lens of vulnerable communities, those rural communities, Native communities, behavior and mental health communities, and communities with disabilities. And so how do we make our systems better? How do we design our emergency planning and preparedness systems so that they can better serve people in disasters and emergencies? And this is what this is about.